Hi, I'm Dhairya and today we are making chocolate truffle cake. Classic bakery style cake without oven and without eggs. This is one of those cakes you can't miss out on making, so let's get started. The first thing we are gonna make is the ganache. Take a pan half filled with water and put a bowl on top. The bottom of the bowl should not be touching the water. Add in the chopped chocolate and fresh cream. Now on medium flame let the chocolate melt gently. Keep stirring it until it all comes together. As you can see, now the chocolate has completely melted. Take this off the heat. Now I am adding 2 tablespoons of cold butter into this. The butter will melt due to the heat present in the ganache. Mix it until the butter melts. हम बटर ऐड करते हैं जिससे हमारा गनाश एक्स्ट्रा ग्लॉसी और शाइनी लुक दे. इससे टेस्ट पर कोई इफेक्ट नहीं पड़ता. So if you want, you can skip it. As you can see, our ganache is very glossy. Surface cling wrap the ganache or cover with the plate and let it set in the fridge. The main ingredient of the ganache is chocolate. तो जैसे हम इसको फ्रिज में रखेंगे, चॉकलेट सेट होगी और गनाश थिक होगा. Now let's move on to making the eggless chocolate sponge. For the dry mix, in a bowl take maida, add cocoa powder, corn flour, baking soda, and salt. Mix everything well. Keep this aside. In a second bowl, take caster sugar, coffee, and water. Coffee is added to enhance the chocolate flavor. If you want, you can skip it. Mix well until the sugar dissolves. Now we'll add in the oil. Mix it again. To make the batter, first add in half of the dry mix. Mix it well. Now add in the rest of the dry mix. Mix again until you have a smooth batter. For the baking, take a kadhai and spread salt on the base. Whenever we are baking something in a kadai, we have to spread salt on the base for even baking. This is regular salt, but it has turned brown because I have been using this since many years whenever I bake something in a kadai. When you are done with the baking, let the salt cool down and store it for your next bake. Put a small plate or stand on the salt and cover the kadai with the bigger plate. For the preheating, we'll put the kadai on high flame for 7 to 8 minutes. Right before baking, add vinegar to your cake batter and give it a final whisk. Take a cake mold for baking and brush it with oil. Make sure to cover the sides properly. Put a baking paper before pouring in the batter. Tap the mold to remove excess air bubbles. After keeping the kadhai on high flame for 7 to 8 minutes, keep the cake in and turn the flame to medium. Cover and cook on medium flame for 40 to 45 minutes. While cooking, make sure that no steam is escaping from the kadhai. After 40 to 45 minutes, insert a toothpick or knife in the middle of the cake, and if it comes out clean, the cake is done. And if not, cover and continue to bake for a few extra minutes. Let the cake completely cool down before demolding it. After it has cooled down, run a knife through the edges of the cake and flip it over. It will easily come out. केक को लेयर करने से पहले we have to chill it. I like to cover my cake with a cling wrap and keep it in the fridge for at least 1 hour. इससे हमारे केक क्रम्स सेट होते हैं और आप उसको इजीली कट कर पाओगे और हैंडल कर पाओगे when you are assembling it. After chilling the cake, we'll cut it using a bread knife. We'll start by cutting the bottom layer. Keep your knife straight and start rotating the cake. In the first round, we are just marking the cake and not moving the knife at all. After marking the sides, start moving the knife in a chainsaw manner while slowly rotating the sponge. Now we'll repeat this process for the other two layers. When the cake is cold, it's easier to cut it. This method of cutting the sponge will always give you straight layers. The most important thing to keep in mind whenever you are making a chocolate truffle cake is the consistency of the ganache. अगर आपका ganache straight out of the fridge है तो वो बहुत hard होगा and you won't be able to spread it while layering. On the other hand, if the ganache is warm, it will start melting and oozing out of the cake. So always make sure that your ganache is at the room temperature. Let's fill the ganache in a piping bag. We'll be using plain water to soak the cake layers. Many people like to use sugar syrup, but I feel it makes the cake too sweet. Start by applying a little ganache on the base so the cake doesn't fall off. Take a cake layer and start soaking it with water. If you don't have a brush, you can also use a spoon. Cut the tip of the piping bag and use it to put ganache on the layer. Make sure to apply even pressure as you go. Smoothen it out using an offset spatula. Remember that we don't have to move the ganache a lot, we just have to smoothen the top. हम ganache को spoon से डालकर भी spread कर सकते हैं, but piping bag से we can apply it evenly. And if the ganache is absolutely straight, the layer of cake which we will put on top of it will be straight as well, resulting in a straight cake. Repeat this process one more time. After putting all the 3 layers, put 3 to 4 tablespoons of ganache on top and start spreading it from the middle towards the edges. Take off the excess ganache. Now take a little ganache at a time and start applying it on the edges. Keep rotating the cake until you fully cover it. After covering all the sides, take a scraper and hold it at a 90-degree angle. Remove the excess ganache. Remove the excess ganache from the top as well. Keep this in the fridge for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, let's do the final coating. Again, start applying ganache on the sides. Rotate the cake as you go and cover all the sides. Cover the top with ganache as well. Start spreading the ganache from the middle towards the edges. Hold the scraper at a 90-degree angle and start rotating the cake. Holding the scraper straight will result in straight edges. Take off the excess ganache from the sides. Keep your offset spatula in the middle and start rotating the cake to form a spiral. Fill a piping bag with ganache with the star nozzle. Keep it straight on top and start applying pressure on the piping bag and then lift it up. For even piping, make the same design in front of it. Using a smaller nozzle, make the design on the base. If you are a beginner, make only one shell at a time. For the final touch, put some silver pearls on top. This cake is super soft and chocolatey. This cake is better than the one you get in the market. I used to sell this cake a few years back when I had a home bakery and everyone loved it. I really hope you try this out. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Happy baking and bye.